Welcome back
to another fireside episode. We're
at Teak&Mead.
Yeah, what are we at? 4, 5, something like that.
I think it's close. Is it?
Anyway, we can't count.
I don't know. I don't remember what number it is.
So,
a few.
So we're going back to Groenfell with this one.
Yeah, out of Vermont.
Yeah, this is once again we didn't count.
I don't know. I think it was maybe part 6.
Yeah,
that's probably pretty fair.
Yeah. And
it'll be part of the description. I'll figure it out later.
They love coming out with new ones. So we've got 2 cans and 3 bottles. That recently.
Well, some of them aren't so recent.
Yeah.
2 of the bottles are from the ancient collection. We've already had the one that was the Vonnier on the show.
Right.
Because they're $30 a bottle. One of the other ones they did a collaboration with Runamok Maple.
Yeah.
And Havoc Mead to make their Root of All Evil with the maple.
I've heard some good things about this one, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really too big on the ginger ones. I guess we'll see. The one that we were kind of excited for was the Buckland. We've been trying to get a hold of it for
a year now.
Yeah, a year since we started, really. This one's the green tea and lemon one. It's like their summer seasonal, like
yes.
Spring, summer seasonal.
Like same idea as the Wild Hunt in the fall.
Yeah, it only comes out once a year, and then once it's gone, it's gone for the year. You gotta wait till it comes back out. The other one that we have is the Starry Olsa.
Yeah.
Which they did in honor for Ostara, and we just now got around to getting a bottle and actually doing it this time. So, yeah, that's the Higir
and Bragi.
Yeah. Well, where do you want to start?
Start
with cans.
Let's start.
Or you want to start bottles? Let's start with the ancient collection,
yeah.
And then
Let's
work our way through the dark ones, and then go lighter.
That works.
Okay. So we'll start with the Higir, and we'll post photos on the Instagram later. So this one is a cherry mead. Comes in at 13.4% alcohol by volume. It's a full-size wine bottle, so 750 milliliters. Trying to read this in the dark is not fun. Higir is derived from the Old Norse word for a cherry orchard, and that's exactly what inspired this cherry mead. European cherries blended with wildflower, honey, all aged on cherry wood for a perfectly balanced drink.
I'm waiting on you to open it, dude.
Ooh, a little bit of steam there.
Nice.
Probably a little bit of carbonation.
Yeah. So it is a super opaque. Is opaque the right word?
Yeah, it's that's
red.
Like
that's
cough syrup thickness.
Ooh,
it's super thick.
I get a little. I get some cherry.
Yeah, like a tinge of the cherry. Yeah.
Whoa, a little bit more bitter than I was expecting. But
yeah.
It's.
I don't know. I guess what I was expecting was something closer to the sour cherry one, and that's not at all what this is.
No. It's kind of more like a.
But it's also not like a sweet cherry flavor either.
It's definitely cherry, but not super sweet, not super dry or bitter though.
No. It's definitely drinkable.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
I got more of it, more of the cherry, taking a bigger drink.
I did too. Set that one down there.
Yep.
Next up we've got the Bragi, which is a black currant mead with elderflowers, rose hips, and juniper. This one's 12.5%. Well, do we want to do this one or do we want to do the ginger one? Since the ginger one's probably gonna.
Yeah, go ahead and do this one.
Do this one?
Yeah.
That's 12.5% alcohol by volume. It's full size wine bottle. Bragi blends wildflower honey, black currants, elderflowers, rose hips, and a touch of juniper berry to create a floral triumph inspired by 18th century Danish meads and the great Norse poet Bragi.
I like it. Hence the instrument on the front.
Yeah, the lyre or the lute.
The lute. There we go. Should know that by now.
Fireside. This one's kind of got the same. It's a deeper red color, but it's kind of the same color as the Higir.
Yeah. Not as thick. Oh no, it's.
No,
Hold on.
it's just a different.
Oh,
like,
it's not look. It through the center. It doesn't let any light through.
I think it's just a slightly different texture.
Less fruity.
I don't think any of these were that fruity, because the Vanir wasn't as like sweet like honey.
Yeah.
I definitely got the currant flavor in there though.
Yeah, there's a lot of current coming through. It's. Glad this isn't a Riverside episode.
Yeah. Tubing.
Real smooth, real beautiful flavor, beautiful texture.
I've heard some talk between batches though, so apparently this one's a little different from the last batch, which is it's gonna happen,
right?
Because you get different ingredients at different times during the year. You start them at different times. The flavor is not going to be the same every time.
Well, and it could be as simple as the honey they used was
a little different.
They
sourced it from somewhere else,
or the bees went to a different spot. Yeah. I mean,
there's so many variables.
I think it's a little sweeter than the Higir.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think most of that's to do with the red currant. The Higir is also aged on cherry wood, so you get that kind of
that
woody, thick flavor.
Yeah.
So this is the Runamok Maple and
Groenfell.
No, Havoc Mead. Root of all evil. This Maple Edition uses over 250 pounds of maple-infused ginger from our friends at Runamok Maple in Fairfax, Vermont, alongside our custom blend of ginger and fresh lemon. So raise a can and toast to friendship and the power of community coming together. It's kind of got the same color as the ginger one last time.
Yeah. Still got a very strong ginger smell, and we've tried ginger so many times, and there's so many times that it's like I'll drink it a couple times, but
yeah, well, we're gonna find out.
Here we go. Oh, so where and there's a bite at the back.
Yeah, but this one's not so
overpowering. It's not.
It's the ginger. Well,
it
is ginger, but it's curbed by the maple. So the maple helps to sweeten it. Well, you don't really taste maple. It's just there to sweeten and curb that ginger a little bit.
Yeah, it's not
as pungent.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the right word. It doesn't completely hit you in the face.
Yeah.
That's really good. Thanks, Matt.
I really like that. Yeah, thank you, Matt. We traded him a can of
Rose.
The Rose?
Yeah.
The Rose Brew. All right, moving on to the next can one. This is the Buckland Mead, the long-awaited Buckland Mead.
Yep.
Or do we want to do this one for last?
Let's save this one for last. Let's go ahead and do the Buckland.
We've also had these in the fridge, so they're nice and cold. Because we tried them the day of, and they were still a little warm.
Yeah, that might have screwed up our taste on it a little bit.
Yeah. As the ground thaws and snows melt and green things come back to the land, Buckland Mead springs into being. It's made from fresh lemon, green rooibos, and 100% wildflower honey. Buckland might just be the world's most refreshing mead.
I'm not smelling like a lot of green tea.
But I'm also not smelling a lot of lemon.
Yeah, I'm.
Like it's tea-like, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder if this one would be better, like heated. Not room temperature, but
like
heated.
100 degrees, like a wassail.
Yeah,
like a.
I think so. Maybe the smell would come out more.
We'll have to give it a try because we got a few pints in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like super heavy tea.
Yeah, almost like a matcha.
Yeah.
Flavor there a little bit.
Yeah, it's a very light, airy.
Yeah.
Almost
like a floral green tea.
Yeah, or if you have like an iced green tea and you let the ice melt.
Yeah.
And then dump alcohol in it. I mean, it's super smooth.
Yeah, it's very good. But I'm still curious how it would taste warmed up.
Well, we'll give it a go. But it.
Okay. So if you take a bigger gulp, you get more of that like matcha flavor up front.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of? There was a tea company.
It's almost like drinking like the green tea matcha poppy sticks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was going more toward one of the lime green tea that was out for a while. But yeah, I can see that. Well, you ready for
Starry Olsa?
Yeah. Can't see it all.
No.
Here, I'll let you take a gander at it first.
Made with heather tips. Not really sure.
We'll have to look that up.
Aged on birch wood. Groenfell Meader is proud to collaborate with Starry Olsa on this one-of-a-kind mead, honoring their Belarusian heritage and love of community. Proceeds from the sale of this mead go to support the band through these uncertain times. Comes in at 13.9% alcohol by volume. Yeah, I knew they did a collaboration with a band, I guess.
We're going to need to look them up.
It says here on the side, exploring the symbolic meaning of the unicorn, the ancient myths, speaking of attracting and being aligned to innocence, purity, grace, and mystical healing powers. To touch or be touched by the horn of the unicorn can bring total and complete healing.
I'll have to look them up. I was really worried there for a second you broke the cork. So it's kind of got like a... Well, I mean,
It's almost the same color as... I mean, from here, seeing it out here, it's almost the same color as the ginger one.
Yeah. Maybe a little lighter.
I've never heard of a mead aged on birch, though. So I don't know what to expect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out the smell.
It's got a little bit more of a bite to the back than what we're used to. Definitely has absolutely smooth, beautiful notes of everything. I'm trying to figure out how to word it because it's Groenfell we haven't had a time where we've gone, I don't like this. I mean, we say that a lot, but
yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Like, well, and I can't pick out the individual flavors, but as a whole, it's very smooth. It's very drinkable.
Oh yeah.
It's not heavy. It's very nice and light.
It still lets you know there is alcohol in it.
Well, yeah, but it's got that little bit of a tinge of. I mean, obviously it's from the birch, but It's got like that woody kind of aged flavor to it.
You know what it almost reminds me of?
But it's not a heavy woody flavor.
Right.
Like oak aging is.
It kind of reminds me of like a mix between...
Oak aging is very pungent.
Right. Like, well, like the Valkyrie's Choice oak aged. It kind of reminds me of that mixed with a little bit of the... Oh, what's the other one? Old Wayfarer. With a little bit more of a strength to it.
Yeah.
But
we gotta think those two are only 6.5.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, this is absolutely beautiful.
If you take a big gulp, you get a little bit of sweetness towards the back end, right before it mellows out.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's absolutely beautiful. I love when they come out with stuff like this.
Yeah. Well, and this is the second one that we've come across where they did a collaboration with a band. Yeah. Because the other one was from Brimminghorn.
Yeah.
That they did with Eternal Champions. That was red currant and like berry flavored.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
I think we still have a little bit of it left.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No.
Yeah, we do.
I think my mom killed that.
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. Because I was asking you about it earlier.
Oh. Anyway. All right. So final thoughts on the 2 in the cans. How about that?
The 2 in the cans.
Yeah.
Honestly, I actually like this version of the ginger one a lot, which is surprising.
Yeah.
There's very few of the ginger ones that I actually like, but I think they did a very good job with curbing that spice from the natural ginger. So I think that that's very good. The Buckland one it's interesting because it's not so much green tea as like it's because it's not green tea.
Yeah,
it's green tea like, but it's not actual green tea.
Yeah. For me, the root of all evil needs that maple. Like, period.
Yes. Yes.
If this became a
normal thing,
it's gonna be this and a bunch of Valkyrie's Choice and Psychopomp. Like, just
all the
what
time.
It's gonna be. The green tea, I really want to try it warm.
Yeah.
I want to try that warm with, I think, take star thistles, throw in there.
A little bit of star thistle honey.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to make a run back up to Windchaser before we roll.
But bring that up a little bit. Kind of be like a it'd be like a hot toddy.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that's what it'd be, just without whiskey.
Yeah.
So
maybe.
we're gonna have to give that a try. We might have a little bit of cold coming on, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Or the bottles.
Out of the bottles. I definitely think that I think the Bragi is probably my favorite one, just because it's sweeter. It's that currant really stands out for me, and it's one of the flavors that I think I've come to really enjoy over the last year that I've been drinking mead. The Bragi. I would like it to be, it's good, but I'd like it to be a little bit sweeter, which it could just be that's how this batch came out.
Right.
And the Starry Olsa, I don't know, I've never had something like that, so I don't know really what to expect or how to improve it. I think it's great the way that it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I really enjoyed the Starry Olsa. I love when meaderies either get in with a band or there was one that was featured in a video game that we had on.
Oh, that's the one from that's the one from Brimminghorn. It's a band, but they also had like this video game community that they were doing.
Right.
So you had to go through like their website. Or was it Brimminghorn?
we'll need to watch our videos again and narrow it back down. But you know, I love when they collaborate because it's
because it's one that we ordered.
yeah. It you know, it pulls a different little layer into it and opens up the community a little more. As for the other two, I'm digging this cherry.
Yeah.
For the gear, oh yeah. I really want to try it super cold.
Think that'd bring it out?
I think it will. Or it's gonna sound really bad. Get it super cold. Mix it in with some ice cream. I know that sounds weird.
Makes like a bastardized Cherries Jubilee almost.
Exactly. So, I mean, but they're all
which is another thing that I've got to make at some point.
Yeah, all three of them are absolutely beautiful. I would love to see these as a standard thing.
Well, I think the Ancient Collection already is, but
Is it?
I think so because it's been around for a little bit, but
Yeah,
I'm not entirely sure.
but
Because they did the re-release for it around the time that the Buckland was coming out,
Yeah,
but I'm not really sure that it's a to stay or to stick around kind of thing. Maybe it's just for this year and then it's going to be gone.
yeah.
I hope not. I hope that they decide that they're going to keep it around.
Well,
Probably with all the sales that they've done.
yeah. Well, we love Groenfell, we love Havoc, but they like to tease us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. What's your pick?
Honestly, I don't really know. It's pretty close between the Bragi and Luna. Well, not Luna, but the Bragi and the ginger one. That ginger one's almost where I want it to be, just like sweetness wise. Because I know if I don't get it, I think you're gonna drink it.
Yeah, because it's dead on. It's dead on where I want it. Like,
Well, how about we
perfect.
split that one so you pick a different one?
All right, sounds
And
good.
I'm gonna go with the Bragi.
Well, I'm gonna work on the cherry. So
Cool.
get some head gear going. I love these horns.
Yeah, they fit an entire wine bottle. It's great. Definitely can't tell we made this into a profession.
It's not a profession. We don't get paid for this.
Professionals
Oh, please.
for our side. Yeah.
They're not gonna monetize us.
No. Because we're drinking alcohol.
Well,
As always, be great to one another.
drink responsibly.
Skøl.
Skøl. Oh, that's good.
I
Yeah.
really like that one.
Or a base of cherry jubilee.
Yeah. Maybe I could use that instead of the cherry juice.
You're gonna have to order another bottle because I'm gonna drink the rest of this.
Yeah, I know.